Hey, do me a favor. Click the subscribe button. You'll be glad you did. Thank you. And thank you for watching Cooking with Victoria. Today we are making tuna melts. Tuna melts is one of my favorite go-to quick dinners, even lunch, and it's healthy. All right, so to start, you will need tuna. I'm using StarKist Chunk Light Tuna and sunflower oil. All right, these are the 6.4 ounce packets. I'm using 2 of those. You will need rosemary and thyme, just a pinch of both. You don't need much. Fresh dill, just 1 little piece. Fresh parsley, just enough to pinch in between your fingers. 1 stick of celery and 2 pieces of fresh green onion. You will also need minced garlic. I use Hellmann's Mayo when I don't make my own. I do make homemade mayo. I have a video coming up on that. And lemon pepper. If you don't have lemon pepper, you can use fresh lemon if you would like. And not pictured is garlic powder, and I have that as well. All right, so we're gonna get started first by cutting up all of our vegetables and putting it into our bowl. All right, I've cut up my green onions here, and you can see I didn't cut them too big. You know, you just want them, you don't want them so small that they disappear. You just, you know, you want to cut them in nice little bite-sized pieces. You see how big that is? Not very big. All right, when you do your celery, a good measure of thumb is to cut it down the center first, like this. Cut it down the center, and then you want to go to chopping. And if you wanted to, even again, you could cut it down the center again if you wanted to, and you could chop them up, but that's not really needed. And you just chop them however thick you want. You don't want them too thick because this is a tuna melt. Okay. Keep chopping like so. Yeah. Okay. And then you want to chop up your parsley. Just very just like that. Okay, chopped parsley. Okay, so I've chopped up my rosemary and my thyme here, and then you want to chop up your dill. Okay, small pieces. Doesn't need to be big. Just small pieces, okay? Just like that. Chop it again. All right. And it smells so good, okay? Just like that. All right. Now, what we're going to do is move to our next step, which is opening our tuna and adding it to our bowl. So we're gonna put this aside. We're gonna grab our bowl. And we're gonna add our tuna. Open your tuna, and you're just gonna pour it right in. You don't need to do any draining. It's already ready to go. That's what I like about the pouches. It's ready to go. I just want to make sure you get everything out of it. Okay. that one. Next one. Getting it open. And it's going in. Perfect. Just like so. Still a little bit there. Alright. Still see a little there. So making sure it's all out. Alright, then we just take a fork and just kind of break it up a little from being in that packet. This tuna tastes so fresh with that sunflower seed oil. So good. Alright, now we're going to add all of our fresh vegetables that we cut up earlier. Just add them right in. Just like that. Okay. After you add those in, you're going to just stir it up. Simply stir it up. And this here recipe will make 4 to 5 sandwiches. Okay? 4 to 5 minutes. Doesn't that look delicious so far? I could tell you, all the herbs and spices that we're putting in here, it just makes the tuna smell so good. Next, we're going to grab our minced garlic. Our pre-minced garlic, and I've got to get it open. I haven't opened it yet. Alright, it's open now, and we're going to add 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. Okay, and I'm just going to eyeball it. That's about 1.5 tablespoons, and that's perfectly fine. 1 to 2 tablespoons is fine. It's not going to hurt at all. It's just going to add more flavor. That's why we want it. Okay, we're going to add that in. Stir it in. Okay, just like that. Next, we're going to add our garlic powder. And you're just sprinkling to cover. That's all. Sprinkle to cover. You don't want to overdo it. Don't add too much. Okay? Just like that. Okay. Next, we're going to add our lemon pepper seasoning. And again, remember, if you don't have lemon pepper, you can use lemon juice. You just need like 1 tablespoonful. You don't need much. On the lemon pepper, you sprinkle to cover and then add a little extra. Okay? So that's that. On the lemon pepper. And we're going to stir it up. Okay? All right, then we have our mayo. All right, this is the Hellmann's mayo, and we're gonna add some in. All right, let's start with 1 hefty tablespoon, 2 hefty tablespoons, okay? That's what we're gonna start with. We're gonna mix it in. Just like so. Now, if you like your tuna wetter than this, add more. I'm actually gonna add another hefty tablespoon. This is hefty. Okay. And I have the mayo on standby, just in case I need more. And I think this is gonna be it. Yeah, this is perfect. You don't want it too wet because you don't want to run into issues with the mayo giving off too much liquid and causing your bread to become soggy. So be careful with how much you add, okay? And I am going to taste it to make sure it's what I want. Guys, it's perfect. Oh my goodness. So delicious. Now, the next thing we're going to do is add about a handful, I'll show you, of low moisture Part-Skim mozzarella cheese. This is my handful. Just add a handful, just like that. Okay. And I'm gonna take my spoon that I used for my mayo, and I'm gonna mix it in. Okay. Just like so. All right, we are done with that. So now you're gonna grab whatever your favorite bread is. Push that aside. And this is the kind of bread I'm using, okay? Dave's Killer Bread. It's so good. If you haven't had it, you must give it a try. You can buy it at Walmart, you can buy it at Whole Foods, at Kroger, your local grocery store, okay? It's wonderful. So now we're gonna grab some butter, and we're gonna butter our bread, and we're going to the skillet. Right, this is the kind of butter I use. I'm gonna butter both sides of my bread, and then it's going in the skillet on a medium heat. All right, there's one piece. I'm actually making 2 of these, so I'm gonna put 2 more in here. And I'm just going to take my hand and check it. You see it's starting to brown. I want it a little bit browner. All right. I'm going to check my bread now and see how it is. Perfect. That's what I'm looking for. Perfect. Perfect. That one can go a little bit longer. Let's check these. Perfect. Perfect. So now what I'm going to do is add just a little bit of cheese on one side of each piece of bread. Okay? Just a little, not much. Perfect. And then we're gonna take and we're gonna add a hefty tablespoon and another hefty tablespoon of tuna onto our bread, just like that. So 2 hefty tablespoons, okay? Just like so. Alright, just like that. Looks good, right? And then we're going to put just a little more cheese. Not much, just a little. And we're going to take that bread and put it on the toast side. All right, just like that. And press it down. Not too hard, but press it down. This is why it's important that you don't add too much mayo, because if you do, you'll run into liquid issues. All right, so we're gonna let those toast for about 2 minutes, okay? Still on medium heat. And then we're gonna flip them and let them continue to toast for another 2 minutes on this side that we have up. All right, it has been 2 minutes, so I'm gonna flip it, okay? And that's what we want, just like that. Like that golden brown. It makes it so delicious, just like that. All right, so we'll see you in 2 minutes. All right, these bad boys are almost ready to come off. We have about 45 seconds left on the second side, and we're gonna take them off and we're gonna get them plated up. I love the golden brown look of the bread. It just smells so delicious. All right, we are ready to plate these up. So, stove is going off. Stove top, the aisle, and the tuna melts are coming off. All right, I want you guys to see how beautiful the tuna melts came out. I got them on the plate, and I took my knife and I cut them ever so gently because it's tuna and it's a melt. See how juicy that is? Look at that. That is just delicious. Cheese and herbs. Buttery golden crisp bread. Listen, when I tell you this is heaven on a piece of bread, it is heaven on a piece of bread. All right? Take my word for it. When you try this recipe, you will be writing in and thanking me, because this is the tuna melt recipe of the century. It's healthy, it's not too much, it's not too little, it's just right. All right? So we're gonna pray and we're gonna have a bite. How about that? All right. Father, Lord God, thank you for the tuna melt that has been prepared for us today. We ask you to bless the tuna melt to nourish our body. And we ask that you would bless all the YouTubers out there in the world. Thank you for everything. In your name I pray, amen. All right. I'm just going to dive in right here with the one that's on top. Look at that. Cheese. Yum. All right, first bite is for you, my dear. Look at how creamy that is. What you think? Good, huh? My turn. First bite. I'm going to tell you right off, that buttery bread with that crispiness to it, sets it off. The tuna is so light and fluffy. You taste the herbs, the dill, the thyme, the rosemary. You taste the fresh garlic that's in there, the mayo, and the mozzarella cheese with the hint of lemon pepper. It's perfect. I promise this is one you don't want to miss. Make this recipe for your family, for your friends, at parties, at gatherings, and I promise it'll be the hit of the party. It'll be the talk of the town. Drop me a line when you make it and let me know. God bless you, and thank you for watching Cooking with Victoria. I'm going in for another bite. So warm.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thanks for watching Cooking with Victoria. Tell all your friends. I know you're going to love it. Peace.